Hey guys, it is Friday here in West Virginia, and today we're doing our Free It Friday as usual. Today we have some funny cars for you and a gasser for you to take a look at. One of the funny cars is already freed, so we'll do him first. All of these are from the original Hot Wheels Dragstrip Demon series. Maybe two of them are from the 2009 lineup, and the other one is from the 2010 lineup. The one I'm not sure about, if it's from '09 or 10, is this guy here. And this is your War Eagle. This is based on a late 70s Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Looks fantastic. There were two of these in the Dragstrip Demons lineup, and I don't remember if both of them were launched the first year or the second year, maybe one for each year. I'm not sure. But you had this one here, the War Eagle. Then you had the Bubble Up Pacemaker. That was green and white, and both of these have become highly sought after and pretty expensive when you do find them. I got lucky and found this guy through a friend. My friend actually wanted the double of the English leather duster I had, so I swapped him even up. My duster was still carded, but on a bad card, so it worked out good for him and I both. I got one of the Firebirds because I probably will not get the other one because I don't think I can afford it. But who knows? Maybe come across another deal or trade with a friend. Who knows what happens? What will happen, I should say. But yeah, this is a very cool car. Another one that Hot Wheels nailed, and another casting that is just sitting in their stable, not being used. Flip up body, nicely detailed engine. You have your body prop that flips up. A nice detail on the centerline style wheels. They did a very good job with them. The Goodyear white lettered slicks, the sidewall of the slick, the width of the slick just is perfect. The tampos for taillights, the dual parachutes, everything looks great on this car. The only thing that looks toyish on it is the not roll bar, but the wheelie bars. Everything else looks very good, like an adult collectible, highly detailed car. And the only reason the wheelie bars look like that is because they were trying to save a little bit of money and casted them in with your base, the chassis. So, very, very cool car. It's in I don't know if this is like a yellow or a gold, what I would call it. It's like a yellowish gold, metallic. Very cool color. And it's based on the Pontiac Indian theme. As you can see, the Indian head, the wings, the stripe. Very, very nicely detailed piece. So, next on our list is the second funny car. And this is a casting that I'm not so fond of, even though it is a Mopar, because it looks like a toy. But it is a Hot Wheel. So, hey, I mean, that's what it was intended for, is to be a toy. This one by Hot Wheels and the Challenger from Matchbox back in the late 70s or early 80s when these were launched. And same with the Matchbox one. They just don't look that great. But it is a Mopar, and I got it for a pretty good price, so I went ahead and picked it up. So we're going to go ahead and take him off the card again. He was already off. I just taped it closed, so he would stay on there and we could open it together. This is the All-Star Challenger, and I guess this was a real drag car. Not so sure. The only one that I could say 100% sure was the Ramchargers Challenger funny car. They made 4 of these for the Dragstrip Demons series. I think 2 for '09 and 2 for 10. You had the All-Star Challenger, Teacher's Pet, Code Red, and the Ramchargers. Ramchargers is the one that I wanted, but I can't find it for a decent price because I'm trying to find these guys for like $7 or $8, and I think I got this one for like $6 because with shipping and everything, I think it was like $12, so not bad at all. Like the way that they did the wheels and like a gold plating, because a lot of these old funny cars ran those gold anodized wheels back in the 70s. So pretty cool. The the front end and stuff for the grill, it's pretty decent. It looks more like a newer Challenger than like a 70. So that's kind of like the thickness of the body and the way it is. It just reminds me more of a modern Challenger than like a 70 or 71 Challenger. And the way that the wheel and tire combo is on it, it almost looks like it would be an all-wheel drive or something. It doesn't look like your typical funny car. Wish they would have done something with the slicks in the back, but they really can't because of the track width on the base. The other one that they had a problem with too, making it look realistic for the series, was their 71 Mustang funny car. Another one that's not bad, but it's pretty toyish looking. So those are the two worst castings of the original Dragstrip Demons, the Challenger and the Mustang. But it does have a flip-up body. Does not have a body prop on these ones. Once again, because they based it identical on the toy. Luckily for us, they retooled the Corvette, the Cuda, and the Duster for the series, so it looks more like a real race car than a toy. So, last but not least for our Free Friday is this guy here, the Wilshire Shaker Match Bash Nova. So this is based on a early 60s Nova, like your 62 to 65 Nova Chevy 2. And this is based on a real car. There's actually a Wilshire Shaker out there. 502 big block Chevy. You can see this on the front fender, and that's what the real one says too. Has the stack fuel injection that's either Hilborn or Inglis. Really cool looking car. They did a pretty good job matching it to the real deal. This is a car that made an appearance twice in the original Dragstrip Demons. I think both were out the first year. You had this one, which is pretty common and easy to find, and then you had one that is probably one of the hardest Dragstrip Demons to find, and pretty expensive when you do find it. It is called Snake Eyes. I'm not so sure if they based it on a real race car or not. That one I cannot vouch for, but this one I can. The Wilshire Shaker does exist. So once again, we'll just pop it off here. We just have a little piece of tape holding him closed. And we'll get him out and take a look at him. Now, the 62 to 65 Nova is an awesome gasser. So is the 66, 67. Hot Wheels bases more on their 66, 67 Nova gasser than they did on this guy. This guy, though, I don't know, just does it more for me than the 66 Supernova that they have. Supernova's cool, don't get me wrong, but this guy is really cool. Just the way it looks and such. So is the Supernova, nothing against it. They've done quite a few variations of this car. It appeared again in the recent Dragstrip Demons, not the last series, but the one before. It's red, and I forget the name of it. Then it made an appearance in the Boulevard series, and I actually have that up here. As you can see, it's a little too short. That's actually my favorite version of this car. The wheel and tire combo is really good. The back slicks have a bigger sidewall than this guy does. And the overall just appearance of the car looks more of, I don't know, like a gasser. This does too, don't get me wrong. I just have a favoring for that purple one, the little too short. I like the name because it's a little too short. Maybe they based it on like Chevy 2 Nova. And the gray finish on the wheels, the candy purple paint and such. Pretty cool car. And I believe it is an actual gasser too. Because the name on the quarter panel right here, and I cannot remember the name and I cannot read it from here. But anyways, if you guys take a close look at your Mercury Cyclone Team Transporter, the red and white one, the same name and that yellow emblem there comes up on that Team Transporter set. And it is actually a place that builds gassers, I think, or it's a gasser race team. But anyways, yeah, so they're actually basing these on a lot of real race cars, even the ones we see in the Boulevard series. So guys, that's it for our Free It Friday, Funny Car Friday. I couldn't fully call it a Funny Car Friday because we have this guy here, and he's just an altered wheelbase gasser. I guess you could call it a funny car because it looks funny, I guess. So, for like the common person, it looks badass to me, but for a common person looking at it, they say, oh, that looks funny. The front back wheels are so far forward and things like that. But, we'll be back again on Monday for our Mopar Monday. I think I'm going to come back even before then on Saturday or Sunday and do a swinger Saturday or swinger Sunday. And no, not the way you're probably thinking. I'm going to base it on a dart swinger. It's the new swinger from M2, which looks great. The details, but I'm afraid the car is a little bit too big for 1/64th. And this would be one of the first times I could see that on M2 because they're usually pretty close to being true to scale. So anyways, we'll take a look at it either tomorrow or Sunday, and we're going to compare it to the Johnny Lightning 69 because that's the same body style. And we're also going to bring out some Auto World darts, the 70, 71 style, because they're supposedly the same size. Actually, they are pretty much the same size. Just the body form is a little bit different. It's the shape's just slightly different. So we'll bring those out, do a comparison and unboxing all together. So we'll have an A-body Saturday or Sunday going on. So be sure to tune back in for that, and we'll still do our regular Mopar Monday. Thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your weekend.